Welcome, 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 one and all to Between the Lines. Yeah, where you will be hearing from me, Simone Futri Dua, poet and author. Yes. All right. So I have been gifted with poetry. I have been gifted with poetry. I was at a place in my life where I couldn't turn left or right anymore. I finally understood that I was reliant on everybody and everything outside of me. And it was failing me over and over and over again. So I started yearning to be by myself in my silence. And through that period of time, poetry, writing came to me. The name Fruit Tree came to me. My fruit tree forever blessed. I can give you fruits, but after the rest came to me. And all these things came because I spent some time with myself without any distractions. So the piece that I'm going to be citing today is called Keep Them Coming. What I'm going to ask from you, my listeners, I'm going to ask you to not only listen with your outer ear, I'm also going to need you to breathe while you listen so that you can open your inner ear. All right? Because this is a piece that is physical and spiritual. To be honest, it's mostly spiritual, it's mostly conscious, it's mostly just a realization of who I really am. You know? But of course, I live on the physical realm. I am of flesh. And I'm also aware that to entertain, sometimes you have to bring it in that physical format. So when you're listening with your outer ear, you might say to yourself, oh my God, she's a bit raunchy, isn't she? You know, because there's some sexual innuendos in this piece. So I'm going to jump in. And then we're going to discuss. You don't know this is your girl Fruit Tree and I am forever blessed. I can give you fruits, but you have to do the rest. I keep them coming from my words so deep. Souls are tired, lost in a permanent state of sleep. Let me tap that mind. Juices need to flow for you to find. Take you on a date, slowly open your pine cone gate. Touch me in the morning, then just walk away. Can't stay forever. Know yourself today. Can you see the finish line? Are we gonna come together? Crown needs to be lifted before you're gifted with death. Your potential has color so bright, you're gonna have to fight for that orgasmic ending. Prepare for not out of the matrix into your ear bending. Yeah. Feel the elements on your skin, caressing you deep from within yourself. Water that cleanse, ear that spends time on your cheek. Fire burns your space. Slide your toes deep within the earth. Hand toddy and straighten your girt. Sit down upon your greatness like cheer. Hold it so dear. Consciously be aware of when to boss it wide open. Back to making you come so deep. Poetic words, these fruits will make you weep. When I'm done with you, you wake up from your delusional sleep. You say, yeah, give me a run. Make me prove. Say you can't done. Girl, a good soul a do it. Spirit comes first. Then the body will release. Fruit tree will make you come. Will make you, ha, 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 ha. Okay, so that's the end of that piece. As I said, we're going to be opening our ears on both sides. Our outer ear, our inner ear, our physical ear, our conscious ear. All right, so I keep them coming from my words so deep. I know me saying I keep them coming. You don't know, as physical beings, we know what that is. On a sexual level, on a self-gratification level, you don't necessarily need someone to make you come, make you have an orgasmic experience, make you climax. But it is coming from some type of sexual gratification, you know? It's a beautiful thing, let's be real, you know? Can also be such a deep spiritual thing as well, especially when you are coming with the love of your life or coming with a soulmate, or you can actually manifest through an orgasm. Anyway, that's another topic. So we understand what the word come is, yeah? It's what we use, the layman word. Oh, you're gonna make me come, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I am saying I keep them coming from my words so deep. Me, I make my audience know that I am performing a piece and I am representing the source within you. We all are walking up and down on this earth, completely oblivious to what's really going on. I don't think a lot of us even like to spend time with ourselves. We don't like to spend time in complete silence. You know, some people have a problem with that. No, I'm saying I keep them coming from my words so deep. I'm making you know that the words of this poem, this particular poem, is so potent, is so strong, eye-opening, introspective, awakening, enlightening, that my words are literally, it feels as if it is penetrating you on such a deep level, but not anything to do with the lower part of you. This is not on a physical level. This is on a conscious level. The words that I'm going to spit right now is going to be so deep and so eye-opening that you are going to actually ascend within. You know what I mean? All right, so I keep them coming from my words so deep. Souls are tired, lost in a permanent state of sleep. You look around on the earth, myself included, and you can see the exhaustion and the fatigue and the unhappiness, and I've had enough on so many of us. Everything that we're running down, everything that we feel that we need to give us joy and happiness. After a while, you actually come to the realization that no, this isn't it. I have acquired these things and I'm still low. I am still depressed. I am still sad. I'm still angry. You know what I mean? Something is wrong. So people walking around, we're unhappy. The souls are tired. And that is because a lot of us don't really want to know the truth. We are comfortable in our unhappiness and our dismay because it's what we've been taught and it's what we know, and we do not want to come out of our comfort zone. So we will choose and prefer the lowest form of vibration because it is what we know and it is what we're used to. Souls are tired, lost in a permanent state of sleep. Let me tap that mind. Juices need to flow for you to find. Now, my friends, this is a bit of esoteric teaching that I'm going into now. It's beautiful teaching, metaphysical teaching. I'm telling you that let me tap that mind. Just like when a man or yourself or whomever, your partner, tapping that whatever they're tapping when you're engaging in sexual play. When the juices start to flow, it's like, yeah, ready, let's get it on. You're so in tune with your partner. You're so, because you know what is going to come with that type of play, that type of foreplay, that type of sexual energy that you're giving. It's the same thing, but I'm not giving it to you in a lower sense, in a physical sense. I am actually telling you that the minute you, the human being that you are, the limited mindset that you have, the minute that you sit by yourself in silence, whether you want to go and practice Eastern practices and actually meditate like a guru, or if you just want to walk in nature, or if you just want to sit under a tree, or if you want to sit on your floor, in your closet, in your bathroom, on your bed, in silence and breathe. Breathe. The Most High gave you his breath, her breath of life. So that is your connection. The moment you start to consciously breathe and you're in a state of awareness when you're breathing, that rhythmic breath in and out, that, my friends, is where you finally get to meet with your source, your higher self, your creator within. The minute you start doing that, it's like floodgates open, because your source, your what's within you, your heavens, your all-knowing is going to be so happy that you have finally have even a 1% of realization that, okay, if I breathe in my silence, I'm going to be finally knocking on that door of consciousness. So it's like, let me tap that mind. Juices need to flow for you to find. The minute you start doing that, all the elements that you see around you, the water, the air, the fire, the earth. Earth is for grounding. Air, what you feel, you know it's right. The fire, the passion for you to get everything out. The water that cleanses you, all of those things, all of those elements are actually within you. So the moment you start to go deep into your silence, you see that you're actually ascending with these elements within. You know, people talk about the chakras, certain things like that. You start to open these things. You start to come from your root. You start to come from your survival mode, your complete flesh mode. You move up, start realizing that, okay, I'm more than flesh. I'm more than just a physical being. You start moving up and you start to understand within that, okay, I can actually know why I'm actually here, what I'm supposed to be doing. Understand you. You don't need to understand anybody else. No matter how close you are to anybody else, and no matter how you love them, the closest people I can think of is your parents, your partner, your children. Not even them. This is about you. So the moments the elements within yourself start to work. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let me tap that mind. Juices need to flow for you to find. Your ultimate goal is to reach up to your pineal gland, your third eye. Yeah? These two eyes that we have, that we think we're using and we think we're seeing, is playing tricks on us every day. Your third eye, the eye within you. The minute you're able to open that eye, everything will just be brand new. Born again. The true born again. You understand me? So let me tap that mind juices need to flow for you to find. Take you on a date. Slowly open your pine cone gate. So the moment you start to breathe and you start to access your limitless heaven, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things that shall be added unto you. The minute you start going within and you start, your source is going to assist you with everything that you're doing to reach up to your pine cone gate. Your pine cone gate again would be the third eye. Right? Of course, as usual, I always go back to the Bible because that's how we were curated and that's how we were taught, and that's the book that we love. It's a book, it's an amazing book, an awesome book, a book that can teach you so many things. I believe that a lot of us are reading it on such a tangible level that it confuses a lot of people. If you put on your spiritual glasses when you're reading the Bible, yeah, the amount of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that will come to you will be mind-boggling. All right, so I know you remember when Jacob tricked his dad, Isaac, and basically stole the birthright from Esau. Yeah? He made that for run. Remember? And if you remember when he was in the middle of the desert, he was sleeping and he had a dream, he had a vision. And there was this stairway to heaven. And beings were just coming up and down the stairway. And I don't have the Bible with me, and I wish I did so that I could be verbatim with what I'm saying. But this is just of past knowledge, of memories. And he basically held on to one of these beings and wrestled with the being. Yeah? No, I've been taught that that was God. That was, and Jacob was so I know I can get you to bless me. Bless me. I know who you are. You need to bless me, but I'm not letting go of you. And he was so willful that he held on so tight that the being, I think, had to touch him somewhere in one of his joints. I don't know if it's the hip joint. And it's like, he did that for him to let go, but he did bless him. And he said to him, you are no longer Jacob. You will be known now as Israel, right? When Jacob awakened from the vision or from the dream, back then, anything that happened wherever you went or whatever, they would build up altars, like pillars of stones or rock. And he built up that pillar of an altar and called that place Peniel. Now, what are the odds? What are the odds of the Bible doing that? Israel, I believe, I could be wrong, but from my long time readings, means face of God. Yeah? And the pineal gland, I don't remember what that meant at that point, but just the L being at the end, as we all know, L is the singular word for God. Really and truly, when you see the word Elohim, that is no longer singular. That is now plural. But that's another story. That's another time. Right. So I think pineal was wrestle with God. I think that's the meaning. I'm not sure. Can't remember right now. Anyway, so I'm just bringing that up, to show that the minute you decide to go within yourself through meditation, through your silence, and these things normally happen when you're going through your woes, going through your trials and your tribulations, and you reach to a point that you know and you understand that, so nobody else not going to help me with this situation. And you turn into yourself. You turn into yourself. Let me tap that mind juices need to flow for you to find. Take you on a date. Slowly open your pine cone gate. Touch me in the morning. Then just walk away. Can't stay forever. Know yourself today. So me as a point now is like saying, oh, no for no. We'll do this and touch this at one time. And feel like that is it. And go back into just worldly whatevers. Instead of practicing this method. It's something that you have to practice. You have to practice to go within yourself. You have to love going within yourself. Within yourself is your heaven. It's your temple. You understand me? Let me tap that mind juices need to flow for you to find. Take you on a date. Slowly open your pine cone gate. Touch me in the morning, then just walk away. You can't stay forever. Know yourself today. Enough people are going dead and don't know themselves. Dead and just not learn no lesson. I don't know, no disrespect to certain people, but I know some older people. Bless them up, be more them up. When I go around them, they're in such a state of low vibration that I cannot even stand to be around them. They're literally just living on this earth and going around and doing the same thing over and over like a hamster on a wheel. Still blaming everybody for everything that's going on. Still cussing. Still chatting people behind them back. Still complaining. Still being fearful. But have the Bible in them hand. You know what I mean? not necessarily learning. Right. In the Bible, it says, don't be like a dog going back to its vomit over and over. There's going to have to be a time when you're going to have to realize that you need to be doing something different. The person outside of you cannot give you happiness, joy, bliss, peace, abundance, none of that. If they do, even if they do, it is going to be not eternal. You have to give yourself that. You understand me? So, touch me in the morning, then just walk away. We can't stay forever. Know yourself today. Can you see the finish line? Are we going to come together? Crown needs to be lifted before you're gifted with death. So your source, know that you've started staying in your silence and giving your source some time and knowing yourself and finding yourself and breathing in and out the Most High's breath of life. You know what I'm saying? Are we going to come together? Yeah, man. The whole point is to move from your root to your crown. To open up that crown of awakening. So it's like, yeah, we can do this together. I could do it every day. I could do it. Challenge ourselves to do this. This is the whole point. Your crown needs to be lifted before you're gifted with death. This is not where we have it wrong. We're on this earth thinking that, oh, we're alive, we're well. Remember, we're spiritual beings first, having a physical experience, So this physical is just weight. It's just matter. When it rotten and gone, your spirit gone wherever, you have to come back again and do this over again because you not learn. It's like coming here is like some type of purgatory. Is that the word? Where you're coming here to constantly learn lessons. So if you're not learning, my friends, you're going to constantly come back and go to school again. But when you take the time out to go within, move that Kundalini energy up, move those oils up, bust open your crown. That's when you're going to know that this is all an illusion. You'll never die. When you ascend, good, you're good. The spirit can move on, or if you want to come back again and do what you need to do, these are just my ideologies, of course, from my teachings. Let me not, think that I am being haughty or forcing anything on anyone, but these are just my things that are true and concise to me. So the point is to bust open the curl. So it's like, let me tap that mind. Juices need to flow for you to find. Take you on a date. Slowly open your pinecone gate. Touch me in the morning, then just walk away. We can't say forever. Know yourself today. Can you see the finish line? Are we going to come together? Crown needs to be lifted before you're gifted with death. Your potential has color so bright. You're going to have to fight for that orgasmic ending. Your colors, your purpose, have colors so bright. That's basically just the chakras, the colors of the chakras when it's the rainbow colors. So if you can ascend from the root, from the base, from the survival of everything, and you move up again to another beautiful color. You move up again. You get to the heart, you get to the throat, then you go up to the crown. Yeah? So if you can do that, and I know you have the potential to do that, do you know that you have the potential to do that? To really awaken yourself? So where am I now? Your potential has color so bright, you're going to have to fight for that orgasmic ending. So the orgasmic ending Of course, I let go physical long time, but orgasmic ending is you being at the full level of enlightenment as a being, knowing that you are not separate from your most high, your creator, the universe in you, YOUNIVERSE. You are one. When you reach that level that you know that everything is just everything, you know? Where am I now? Your potential has color so bright, you're going to have to fight for that orgasmic ending. Prepare for not out of the matrix into your ear bending. So the preparation now is to not, you don't know, of course, me always playing with sexual innuendos, but just to make the conscious point of understanding that you no longer need that root level of nothing, of coming, of orgasmic. That's nothing compared to what you're going to be getting when you actually ascend from your root to your crown. When you reach the crown, you will awaken to this illusion that you live in on this physical plane. You will now become an airbender. I know you guys watch the airbender. The little cute, little ballad picnic. Yeah? He can manipulate water, manipulate air, manipulate fire, manipulate earth. Of course, we're not doing it on a sci-fi vibe or a movie vibe or whatever, but that is really where you are. Creatively, you will be so in tune with everything around you, within yourself and outside of yourself. You will be in charge of the elements. You understand me? Not out of the matrix into your air bending. Feel the elements on your skin, caressing you deep from within yourself. Water that cleanses, air that spends time on your cheek, fire burns your space, slide your toes deep within the earth, and toddy, and strengthen your girt. Back again now in a dancehall country culture. You know, when the girl them say, oh, tan toddy, pam, big man. Yeah, we're not talking about that. Way past shallow, sexual, anything below the navel. We are tan toddy now, upon our greatness, upon our consciousness, knowing that we are one with our creator. Yeah? Tan toddy. I go? Let me know. Yay! Where am I? Your potential has color so deep. You're gonna have to talk to this. The matrix into your air bending. Feel the elements on your skin caressing you deep from within yourself. Water that cleanses, air that spends time on your cheek. Fire burns your space. Slide your toes deep within the earth. And toddy and straighten your girt. Sit down upon your greatness like cheer. Hold it so dear. Consciously be aware of when to boss it wide open. So through meditation, when you're doing it right and you reach a level and you can hold that energy there, hold the frequency, and you're like, OMG. The creativity, everything that's coming through me is out of this world. So when you're ready for boss it, when you're ready for manifest everything that you have within you, it is going to be so magnificent, so phenomenal. You understand me? Yeah, man. I believe that's the end. There you go. And just want to bust it wide open. back to making you come so deep. Poetic words, these fruits will make you weep. Poetic fruits, these poetic words, these fruits will make you weep. So I'm back to being a poet, making you know, say, yo, what me I give you, what I'm giving you are my fruits, These are actually coming from the work that I did as a being. I had to do this. I had to go within. Don't get me wrong, I'm still practicing every day, and sometimes I drop off. Sometimes I go back into fear. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'm bringing out the creativity energy, but I still a struggle. I still a this, I still a that. I have to just hold and harness myself and say, I want you, Simone. I want you. Hold your mouth. We're speaking the right things into being. You're already doing the work. Just allow everything to come when it's supposed to come in the divine order. And that's right there. Back to making you come so deep. Poetic words, these fruits will make you weep. When we're done with you, you wake up from that delusional sleep. Where you say, yeah, give me a run. Let me prove, say you can't done. Girl, a good soul, I do it. Spirit comes first, then the body will release. Through these practices, you're going to understand that the spirit, your spirit, is what really runs things. Your spirit is the all-knowing of everything. So that has to always be first. We've been taught to look in mirror, oh, you're pretty, and you're this, and you're this, and you fix up the body, and you go gym, and you do this. All of that is great. All of that is lovely. But that is secondary. Because when you die and your flesh decays, no one remembers you. Nothing is, you are just, I don't know. This is the school of teaching. This is the real school of teaching. And my friends, you can learn from other masters, other ascended people. You can listen to things. I listen to a lot of teachings, esoteric teachings, all type of teachings. I read. But at the same time, when I put down those books and when I turn off my phone, I have to still go within myself. There's no going around it. So you have to go within yourself. All right? And that is that piece, and that is that. The cover, my discussion, me diving deep. Hopefully there was resonance there, comprehension there, love there. I just want to actually give a big thank you to my two besties. Two of my besties, Shara Singh and Ruth and Young Shu. Both of them actually had a go at me like, where is the podcast? Why are you not doing this, Simone? Come on now, get it together. I love the both of you, and thank you very much for holding me down. And of course, you don't know Versus on the Beat. Thank you so much for your production, my brother. Love you, love you, love you. See you next week, guys. Between the lines.